Noah always waited for someone else to go first. In group projects, he held back. In games, he passed the ball. In life, he stayed quiet, hoping someone would choose him, guide him, show him what to do. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't afraid of work. He just didn't trust his own voice. What if it was wrong? What if he failed? His teachers called him polite. His parents said he was easygoing. But deep down, Noah knew he was just scared to stand alone. Until one day, when a stranger left a box on his doorstep with a map inside and a note that read, "Only you can read this." Noah turned the box over in his hands. The map was old, hand-drawn, with winding paths, mountains, and strange symbols. No instructions, no start here, just one sentence at the top. "Only you can find the way." He stared at it for hours. Part of him wanted to throw it away. Another part couldn't stop looking. For the first time, there was no one to ask, no teacher, no parent, no safe opinion. So, trembling a little, he packed a bag, slipped the map into his pocket, and stepped outside. Where was he going? He didn't know. But something in him whispered, "Finally." Noah followed the map through forests, across rivers, over hills. Some paths led nowhere, others circled back. He fell, got lost, wanted to quit. And then, after days of wandering, he met the hermit, an old man with eyes like lightning and silence that felt heavy. "Why do you carry someone else's fear?" the hermit asked. Noah stammered, "It's not fear, I just don't want to mess up." The hermit smiled. "Mistakes are maps. You're waiting for a road someone else drew, but this one, you draw as you walk." Then he paused, looked straight at Noah, or maybe at you. And if this story is sketching something inside you, if your soul has been waiting for permission to move, to lead, to trust itself, then maybe it's time. Subscribe, not for me, for the path you haven't walked yet. The hermit gestured for Noah to sit beside a fire. "Let me tell you a story," he said, "about a kingdom with no king." Noah leaned in. There was once a land so vast that no ruler could manage it. So instead, each child, at the age of 12, was given a sword, a compass, and a blank scroll. They were told, "Go, write your legend." Some wrote tales of glory, others copied each other. Many waited and waited, hoping someone else would write something worth following. But one girl, she sat under a tree, for days, listening, watching. Then one morning, she dipped her brush in ink and began to write. Not stories of kings or heroes, but questions. Who am I when no one is watching? What does courage sound like in silence? Her scroll filled slowly, not with answers, but with honesty. Years later, her scroll became the map others followed. Not because it was perfect, but because it was hers. The hermit turned to Noah. "Everyone wants a path," he said, "but few are willing to draw one." That night, Noah couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about the girl with the scroll, the courage to write her own path, not follow someone else's. In the morning, he opened the box again. Inside, he noticed something he hadn't seen before. A folded piece of parchment tucked under the map. It was blank, a mirror, a challenge. He didn't know, but he picked up a pen. His hand shook. Then, he wrote a single sentence. "I'm tired of waiting." Then, another. "Even if I don't know where this leads, I'll walk." Something stirred inside him. Not confidence exactly, but a spark of self-respect. For the first time, Noah wasn't looking for directions. He was creating them. In the days that followed, Noah changed. Not loudly, not suddenly, but deeply. He started speaking up in class, making small decisions without waiting for others' approval. Messy, imperfect, but his. One afternoon, a friend said, "You're different lately." Noah smiled. "Maybe I finally believe my own voice matters." He remembered what the hermit had said. Few are willing to draw their path. Noah had started drawing, and it didn't need to be perfect. It just needed to be real. Weeks later, Noah returned to the mountain, hoping to find the hermit again, but the hut was empty. On the table, only a single sentence carved into wood. The guide disappears when you realize you've been carrying the map all along. Noah stood there, quietly absorbing it. He reached into his pocket, unfolded the parchment. Now, it wasn't blank, it was full of words. His own. Mistakes, questions, decisions, moments of clarity. A life in ink. That night, as Noah stood under the stars, he felt something he'd never felt before. Not certainty, not pride, but alignment. Like he had finally stepped into the person he was meant to become. Not by following, but by trusting. Trusting his own compass. Trusting the map only he could read. And now, maybe, it's your turn. Because sometimes, the scariest thing isn't being lost. It's realizing the map has been in your hands all along. So let me ask you, what would you do differently if you truly believed your own voice mattered?